What's good, YouTube? Nappy492 here, back again, once again. And today, people, I'm joined by my co-hosts, Twist and J-Nut. Again, for week number 2, episode number 2, season number 2, WAFB podcast.
What's going on, guys? What's going on, guys?
Why'd you say everybody?
Deuces? We're not ending it.
Why'd you say what's up going on, guy? Just fuck that up. Why'd you say that twice?
I was saying what's up, but Jay was in the middle of saying deuces, so it just stopped. Anyway, what's going on, guys? Twit's here. Today's episode is brought to you guys by Guitar Hero Mics. Go ahead, Jay.
Yeah, all right. Deuces because it's, season 2, episode 2. Deuces. That's all. We ain't going nowhere. Not yet.
Anyways, before we get started, I just wanted to say thank you to everyone that checked out the podcast last week. It was our first week back, and the reaction, the response that we got was fucking amazing. I mean, I know for some people out there on YouTube, the numbers that we pulled last week or whatever may not be all that amazing, but for a channel with 90-something subs,
yes, sir.
Fuck yeah. Anyways,
it's great. It was amazing. I was in awe. I was like, what the fuck?
We've been sitting here going on for a minute, 2 minutes, just talking and all that shit. We haven't even introduced our guest for this week. So right? without any further ado, I give you all Mrs5oooWatts.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Hello. And you always do the accent like, oh, too much. It's like Mrs5oooWatts.
Mrs5oooWatts. Mrs5oooWatts. Hello, everybody. It's Mrs5oooWatts. I call a dirty video for you.
How you doing, Poppy? Speak to us, Mommy. Tell us what the deal is. Come on. Speak to us. How you doing today, Mommy?
Anyways, I feel like if we just sat here, Twit would go on and on and on and on.
He really would.
He would never stop.
I had like 15 more things I was going to say.
Anyways, Jay is the one that's actually going to quarterback it this week. I'm going to go ahead and take my quarterback pants off and...
You're taking your pants off?
Wait, I got to hand it this way. There you go.
Before we get started, Twit, did you get your lighters up?
Oh, I can put my lighters up. Hold on.
Put them lighters up, dog.
I'm pantsless now. Let's go.
Wow.
It literally sounds like you are naked.
I'm not completely naked, but I don't have any pants on, so.
All right, so let's kick this show off, shall we?
Miss
Mrs5oooWatts. We're going to call you Watts this episode, all right? So when we say Watts, y'all know who we talking about. Watts.
Yeah.
That's her. So what kind of music is Watts into? Tell us.
I like to listen to a variety of everything because I play the piano and stuff like that. So I'm into classical music, but the music that I'm mostly into is like R&B, hip hop, soul,
reggaeton,
blues.
Little Daddy Yankee, Little Maya,
A little bit of everything. But yeah, mostly hip hop, R&B, so.
So I'm an R&B head myself. I'm kind of an R&B thug, self-proclaimed. Anyhow, what's like some R&B you listen to? Like, are we talking back in the 90s or is that before your time? Like, what kind of R&B are we talking about here?
No, back in the 90s because R&B doesn't even exist anymore.
Thank you.
It's all like dance, techno stuff. Yeah, that's the R&B of today. We're talking like Boys to Men.
You going?
So I'm gonna throw some group names at you, and I want to know if you feel me. So Drew Hill.
Yes.
Yes, that's one of my favorites. Okay, 112.
Yes, but 112 were always the best when they didn't have Mr. Screechy Pants leading. You know what I mean? The song. Yeah, the songs where he wasn't leading were always great because the guys are actually really good singers. I think he's probably the weakest one.
Okay, so your favorite R&B group of all time, then?
Oh.
NSYNC.
Yes.
I was waiting on it.
Backstreet
Boys.
Oh my god.
Where has this interview gone?
Oh my god.
No, I'd probably go with Drew Hill. I love so much of their stuff.
I have to agree. That's actually my favorite R&B group of all time. Not just saying that. What about you, Nappy? Why don't you chime in a little bit?
Favorite R&B group of all time. I mean, all of those are like before my generation. Because I mean, I was born in the '90s.
Nappy's like 12 or something.
Nappy's like 12, but Dro's still younger than me, so.
Man, y'all niggas wildin'.
y'all niggas relax. That's what he says.
We're gonna have like a Dro section of the podcast
every week.
What we need.
anyways, nah. Because I mean, I was born in the '90s, so I wasn't listening to like any music, or I didn't listen to any music that mattered back then. But I mean, I don't know. I don't really know. Like when I came up listening to music on my own, I'll say, was back in like 04, 05 ish. So I mean, like, still some names that are still around today I listen to, but like any of the stuff that's out today, like I know exactly what you're talking about, Jay. All that, like, or not Jay didn't say it. Watt said it when she was talking about all like the urban hip hop, yeah.
Hip hop.
All that like club techno shit, like Mike Posner and all them. Like, no, I don't listen to that. But
I thought you were gonna say T-Pain.
I mean, I like see. This is the number one thing that everyone always wants to get on me on. Like, whenever I have a conversation about music, they always want to pull out T-Pain because I will admit I'm a T-Pain fan. But being a T-Pain fan, I will also be the first to admit that he fell off.
Wait a minute, you're a T-Pain fan and your name is Nappy?
Oh my god!
My god!
What are you talking about?
Mind blowing, I know. But I mean, I will be the first to admit his music is not the same as it used to be. And even as a T-Pain fan, I can say I don't like it. I don't like a lot of the stuff that he puts out today. But I mean, I don't think there's anybody in this show right now, or anybody period, that could lie that said they didn't have a copy of Rapper Turned Singer, or they didn't have a copy of Epiphany.
Epiphany was my joint. I'm not gonna lie, I liked it.
Yeah, Epiphany was the shit.
You can't sit here and tell me that if I started playing Drink, all y'all wouldn't start snapping and start singing along with it. So I mean, that was me back then. So like T-Pain, Trey Songz, R. Kelly.
There you go, R. Kelly.
Woo. I remember when Slim tried to come out on his own with the one song, Young Jock.
That's so fly. That was my joint, though. I'm not gonna lie.
I'll say that I didn't like Slim though. I didn't like Slim. I felt like that was one of those songs that could have been better if somebody else would have sung it.
No, that was perfect.
Young Jock.
On that note,
honestly, no, hold up, Jay. Young Jock, in my opinion, is garbo. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. But
what? You need to meet him at the mall. It's going down.
No. I'm not talking about what is. None of that. I'm talking about just lyrically and stuff. He's not a great rapper. But I will tell you, his verse on that song was pretty decent. So I felt like his verse, the beat, and all that stuff, if somebody else, like Trey Songz or somebody else would have sung it, it would have been 10 times better.
I don't know if I agree with you on that. But on that note, Twit.
No. I got one more. Person that I've always hated, Neo.
Yeah, never was a big Neo fan either.
I've never been a Neo fan.
That frog-looking motherfucker. And every time I say he looks like a frog, it's like, no, he doesn't. I say, wait till you see him take his hat off. He looks like a straight-up frog. Anyway.
Twit, what was your favorite R&B group of all time, man?
To be honest with you, and I'm sure I'm about to get some fucking flack for this, but whatever. I didn't grow up really on like a lot of R&B because my mom's white. She blew up. She grew up. She blew up, so we never listened to music. No, she grew up not listening. Like she listened to it, but all the stuff she listened to was really, really old, like mad old. And it wasn't really like R&B. It was just kind of like Michael Jackson just starting out. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't like the 90s style R&B. So I really didn't listen to a whole lot of that growing up. But like Nappy said, I mean, I grew up in the 90s, so I didn't listen to anything that mattered. Anyway, the only person that I can really remember,
Ricky Martin.
No. The only group or person that I can remember like listening to was 112. So
there you go. I'm not mad at that. So all right.
To as a little kid.
Next topic, Watts. Obviously, you're a girl gamer. When you
No, I'm
not. I'm a dude.
Okay, no. Okay, so when you first got into the game, started commentating and everything, and playing Call of Duty and stuff, we all know how the boys on Xbox Live or PS3 are. What was your experience with all that?
In terms of like YouTube comments and stuff, the comments were always pretty positive. But in terms of just playing the game, I would say every lobby I was in, at least 4 people would call me fat or smelly or sweaty, ugly, all the things that you can think, the B word, C word.
You don't even have a voice that sounds like you're fat or anything. I don't get it. I guess they're just being.
Hold on. That's all. Oh, real quick, Jay. I saw somebody else the other day talk about how you can sound fat. How do you sound fat? How is that possible?
I guess
But I mean, how do you just sound fat? You know?
Cut beef leg, you guys.
Sound like you can't breathe.
Like that?
Like constantly out of breath.
Right?
I'm AFK because I'm eating pork rinds. Hold on.
I mean, that could sound fat.
All right,
So
anyway.
how do you feel about that though? Like, did it bother you, or did you not really care? Did you just brush it off your shoulder? Like, how did that make you feel?
It didn't bother me just because I've been playing games for like 20 years. So me being a gamer was never a big deal. And I played competitively in like PC games and stuff before I went onto Xbox. And you hear it all the time. Like, it's just something that you hear. It's something that you get used to. And guys kind of trash talk with each other anyway. So it's like, you know, you probably get a message if you go and beast on a bunch of dudes in a lobby. They'll send you a message like, oh my God, you're a no-lifer. You must be fat. Blah, blah, blah. So it didn't really bother me too much. It's just, yeah, they jump straight to the, you're a bitch and you must be fat and not have a boyfriend.
You're a bitch. I know. You're a bitch. I know. You're a bitch. That was the first thing that came to my mind when you said it like that. But anyway.
Yeah, so it didn't bother me too much. It's just something that I've personally kind of been used to. But I could see that if someone just started playing Xbox and she started getting into it, I could see that it would make her, you know, kind of want to step back because it's kind of intense. It's like every lobby that you're in, someone says something. So
you pretty much been desensitized to it.
I have. Very true.
How do you feel about do you ever feel like when you're in a party, do you feel like the I don't want to say like male. Like, do you feel like if you're in a party with other guys, at first did you expect them to like defend you, or did you just like not care from the start?
Good question.
I don't know if it's ever happened when I've been in a party with guys.
Because sometimes I feel like being a guy gamer in a party with a girl, sometimes I feel like I don't want to say that's like my role, but I mean, it's like at the same time, she's my friend. I'm not just going to sit there and just let her get shit on.
Yeah, like it would be nice. Like if I was in a party and I was with just a bunch of friends in general, I would appreciate if they were like, hey, that's not cool. And not just let me sit there being called a dyke and all this stuff by a whole lobby of dudes. It would be nice for them to stand up for me. I'd appreciate it.
Have you ever had a guy do that for you?
Expect it. No.
Aww.
What? Really?
I'm gonna have to talk to Smooth.
As much Call of Duty, as much
look.
Call of Duty as you play, and you never had anybody like stick up for you or anything like that.
Well, I don't really play in a party too much. But even in like a random lobby, no one's ever stood up for me. No, I had like a 6-year-old calling me a dyke one time, which is pretty funny.
She's a strong Puerto Rican woman that don't need no man.
Yeah, Poppy, you just back your Xbox ass up, Poppy.
Now, another question I have for you is: when you first came into the commentating world on YouTube, did you post a picture of your face? Were you open from the beginning, or did you kind of shy away from that?
No, I didn't have a picture on Twitter, YouTube, anything for a good little while. I think the first time I put a picture was at like 3,000 subs or something like that.
Oh wow!
So it was something. And I didn't do a vlog until I don't even know.
Just recently, didn't you?
Yeah, I've done 2. Like the first one was I don't know. It was for my 100th video. I don't know how many subs I was at, but my vlog was my 100th video.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
so
I didn't.
What made you decide to come out and go ahead and show the world, bless the world with your picture? What made you decide to do that?
I guess when I first started, I was like, okay, I want to build a foundation based on my content. And I want people to come to my channel for my content, whether it's my personality or my gameplay or my topics or whatever. So I kind of wanted to base it on that. And after I'd built up a foundation, I was like, okay, I'll put up a picture. I'll do this or do whatever. So after I had kind of been doing videos for a little while, I felt like it wasn't such a big deal to have a picture or whatever. Right. But I feel like definitely women doing vlogs and stuff, you do have to be careful about how you do them, because God forbid someone sees some cleavage. you will be like the whore of Babylon.
Here's a question though. Here's a question. Was there like a along with, of course, you wanted to make your channel, like you wanted to get a foundation on your channel as far as like them coming for your gameplays and topics and etc.
Yeah.
Was there like a courage thing you had to like have built up before you felt like you could put your face out there, or was it just strictly like, oh, I know I look good. I ain't afraid. I'm a, fly Latina. Fuck the haters. You know what I'm saying? Or was
That's
it like
be the name of this episode? Is Fly Latina.
Fly Latina. Or was it like I really want to like make sure I have people that are gonna back me before I go and like not expose, but put myself out there like that. Not necessarily, not saying you put yourself out there, obviously.
Yeah, it was more so like just wanting to really focus on my gameplay. It's kind of nerve-wracking and weird when you do your first vlog though, because it's like when you're doing commentaries, you're out there, but you're not out there. Right. But when people are gonna see your face and they're looking at your expressions and how you talk, it was scary. The first vlog, even the second one, just was awkward.
So do you have any advice for a new coming female commentator?
I would say, yes, you can get quick subs and views by, flaunting yourself and really putting yourself out there. But if you want to have longevity and hope to have respect from people, I would say just focus on your content. Focus on becoming a better player, better editing, better topics. Just focus on becoming better at what you do rather than focusing on the fact that you're a girl. Because it can get kind of easy to fall back on, oh, well, I'm a girl, so people are going to watch anyway. And you really don't want to get into that.
There have been so many of those. Oh,
yes,
my God.
There have, yes.
So
many. You don't want to get into that because then you're never really improving your content if you're just like, oh, I'm a girl, so people are going to watch me anyway.
Yeah, that's really good advice. I hope you ladies out there are listening. Even some of you guys. I mean, not saying their guys are going to fall back on their looks.
I heard
it. But no, really, focus on your content. I mean, and network. That would be the other thing that I would say. Yeah. But transitioning in real life, the IRL, obviously you're an attractive female. So do you get hit on a lot in the real world?
Let's go ahead and point it out one more time. Watts, obviously you're an attractive female. You're a fly Latina, as they say.
So fly. You know what I'm saying, mommy? You go ahead and stretch your stuff.
Yeah, but like it's really in Atlanta, it's very intense when dudes hit on you. I remember I was in the store.
In the South.
In the South in general, yeah. Actually, yes. Actually, no, just in the States in general. Guys in the States tend to be a lot more intense than like dudes in the UK. Don't know why that is, but that's just what I noticed. But I remember I was in a store and this dude came up to me and he was like, "Hey, let me sponsor you." And I'm like, are you gonna give me like free products? I don't really understand what you mean. And he was like, like, can I take you on a date? And I'm like, no.
Let me sponsor you. Somebody actually said that to you and thought they were gonna be successful.
Yes, I feel dudes with tattoos on his face and everything.
I feel like that was a nigga that just got done watching National Geographic and just learned a new word, and he's like, "Hey yo, let me sponsor you, girl." Yeah, big rice.
Oh, it was bad. I was like, why would you do that? I don't even know what you're really asking me. Can I sponsor you? I don't know. Are you from a company? Are you trying to represent a company? I was confused.
I remember we were in a Skype call a couple months back, me, you, and Twit, and you were talking about how people used to hit on you and they'd be like, "Hey, yo, baby girl, I can make you famous."
It's so bad because everyone in Atlanta like owns their own company where they're gonna make you famous, make you a star, and they're like, "I'm a producer," even though I live in a share house with 5 other guys. So yeah, there's a lot of that. Oh, you want to come model for me? I own a modeling company.
Wow.
I'm gonna back here in the basement.
I'm gonna make you famous.
So you threw out 2 locations, the UK and Atlanta. What's that all about?
I've always, ever since I was about maybe like 15, so I'm 23 now, and I've always been back and forth between the US and the UK because my dad was in the military and he settled in the UK. So a lot of my family is in England. They decided to settle in England, but a lot of my family is also in the States. So I've always gone back and forth. So I'm in England and Atlanta.
Do you ever plan to make the States permanent?
Yes.
Everybody listening now. Everybody on the edge of their seats.
I'll say something like, Atlanta? She said she live in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Okay, so follow-up question to that.
How far am I from Atlanta?
Follow-up question to that. Is Miss Watts, are you single?
No, I'm not.
Oh. Sorry, guys.
She just took your heart out, all of you, one by one, and crushed them bitches in the hand. Right in her hand. She's like, just ate that bitch. Yeah.
So, okay, boyfriend, husband?
A boyfriend.
Boyfriend. Okay, so is he ever there while you're playing like Xbox or PC or whatever COD?
Yeah, we'll play together. He's a big gamer. I wouldn't ever be in a relationship with someone that didn't game. Nope, not happening.
How does he feel about some of the comments that are thrown your way? Like, is he like just used to it now, or how did he act in the beginning to it?
He's used to it now. In the beginning, it's kind of awkward because I think when you've gone from like just me not having too much interaction with people in general, because I don't leave the house. And then there's a bunch of guys commenting like, I want to have sex with you. It's a little weird. But yeah, he's cool with it now. It was a little weird for him in the beginning.
I dig. So he's not coming to the States though with you, right? Okay, cool. No,
I have a question about like kind of relating to that, sort of the comments and stuff. Was there anything that like somebody has said to you that either affected like your real life, like a comment or a tweet or something that has affected your real life, like in a negative or a positive way? If you can remember.
Honestly, no. I don't think so. Like I haven't had too many horrible, nasty comments, and a lot of the ones that are horrible are just kind of like the general horrible comments, like you're ugly or you're dumb, just kind of generic insults, really. So no, but it's kind of when you're putting yourself out there on YouTube, I feel like you have to kind of be comfortable with who you are, because people will pick out every little thing that is wrong with you.
Yeah.
Every little thing.
Guy or girl.
Yeah, exactly. So you have to be comfortable with yourself, because some of those comments will affect you if you're not.
And you got to realize that half the people that leave comments like that aren't but 12 years old anyway. Because anybody with a good head on their shoulders that's over the age of like 18, 19, 20. But then again, there are some just retards out there. You never know. But most of the time, people that leave the comments are just stupid. And
those are the ones like, you still have cuties. Ew.
Like, exactly.
Yeah. Now, one more thing I did want to ask you, because I've talked to Chris Smooth, whatever. I got a little relationship with them, friendship with them. Obviously, you do as well. What are your thoughts on Smooth? Like, how is he to you? Like, pretty cool dude, or?
Yeah, he's an awesome guy. Like, because I knew him before I had my YouTube channel, and when I started kind of thinking about having a YouTube channel, he gave me all the advice of what to get and the equipment that I need, gave me all the knowledge that I needed to kind of get started. And yeah, he's been really awesome with me. He's been a good friend.
Right on. So who's probably the most, who have you had the most fun gaming with on personality off of YouTube? Name drop.
Go for
the most fun. Obviously Chris, because people saw the zombies thing. Like, we had a blast not knowing what the hell we were doing on zombies. I'm sure Nappy got angry at me for that one. But Pacific Tomb, he's a really awesome guy. He's a good friend. Optimus Magnum.
Optimus is gonna jizz his pants because you said his name just now.
That's the happiest guy in New York.
She's a Latina too, yes.
That's how we started talking. I was like, you're Puerto Rican? Yay, let's be friends.
There it is. But that's all I got, Nappy. What you got anything? Twit, Nappy?
God damn, I feel like we just went through a job interview sitting here talking.
Right.
No, I mean, I know we went over it last week. We got a lot of stuff planned for the podcast. I mean, it's good. We're almost at the 30-minute mark. We're wrapping up now, so that's good. We do have a lot of stuff planned for the podcast. I feel like I just made like a momentum shift.
Yeah. I feel like we're like somebody just like passed away or something. Okay, Nappy, thanks.
Nah, I mean, like I said, Jay was quarterbacking this one. He had all the questions ready and all that shit. So, I got the wrap up shit.
Yeah, before we close it out, I do want to ask you one more question, Madam Watts. Of all the information, all the knowledge that Mr. Smooth gave you, is there anything that's like, if somebody were to come to you and you were really good friends with them, that you would share with them to help them through YouTube, like, or help them start YouTube? Maybe we can help some people out.
I think that one of the biggest things is if someone tries to start drama with you, just ignore them. Because there's a lot of small people that feel like if they're going to just start drama with a bunch of different people, that they're going to get big off of that. So if someone is being horrible to you and trying to start drama with you, just ignore them, because then they won't actually get anything from it, and they just wasted their time. Because there's a lot of people that are trying to do that these days. They'll just go around and talk crap to everybody.
That's how trolls are, period. If you ever have an issue with a troll, don't reply. Don't respond. Act like they don't exist. Because they feed off of your reaction. That's the only reason they do the things that they do, is to get a reaction from you. So if you don't give them a reaction, you don't even act like they exist, guarantee
that'll make them even madder. So
it's hard. It's hard sometimes, but just
it is hard sometimes. But you just have to keep in mind that that's what they want. They want you to respond. So if you don't do it, you're not giving them what they want. So you win in the end.
Yeah. I actually do have one more question after. Go ahead, Twit. I'm sorry.
I was just saying wise words from
very, very important question I actually forgot to ask you was, how do you feel about tattoos?
I like them, but I personally do not want any.
Oh, okay, but you like them on other people.
I like them on guys.
Okay.
I don't like some women. Some women can carry it off and look really good with it, but you gotta understand when you've been like living in the hood, all you see is a bunch of women walking around with like an ink stain on their body that you can't even tell what it is, and it just kind of looks. You know, a lot of the women that I've seen around where I have lived look pretty trampy with the tattoos.
Yeah.
There's
some women that can carry it off really, really, really good and look really sexy with it, but I think the average kind of, you want to keep it classy. Keep it classy.
I lied. I actually have one more question. I'm sorry.
This guy.
All right. Jordans or Louboutins?
Jordans.
Yeah! I'm happy. I'm good.
This guy.
Anyways,
how many hits can you drop in one podcast, Jay?
Anyways,
Jesus Christ.
We're gonna hope that Jay's girl doesn't watch this episode of the podcast. We're gonna go ahead, wrap it up, and get out of here. We are pushing on that 30-minute mark. As I started to say earlier, we do have a lot of stuff planned, stuff outside of just the podcast. I don't know if that's gonna start up next week or the week after that, but it should start up here soon. So you're gonna see a lot more from myself, Jay, and Twit. That's not just this format of the podcast. So there's going to be a lot of shit on the channel as well. As I said in the beginning of the episode, thank you for all your continued support. It's bananas that you guys support us the way that you do. So
it's the best podcast on YouTube.
Yeah.
It is.
Tweet that out.
Actually, I want to remind you guys, next week is the beginning of Black History Month, so we're going to have nothing but Negroes for the next 4 weeks on the podcast. So if you're not a fan of black people,
I can't come. Damn it.
Well, I mean, you already got this. But still, you already
shut up.
We're not only going to be here for half the month, since we're only half black. So.
We're just Abby's got it covered after that. So
for the next couple of weeks, we're going to be celebrating Black History Month. So we're going to get some influential Negroes in our community on here.
Influential.
Chicken.
Influential Negroes, yeah.
And chicken, yes.
And
watermelon.
And chicken.
Petey Green.
No, but yeah, we're gonna have a whole bunch of stuff planned for the next month. So definitely hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned for more. And of course, thank you to Mrs5oooWatts.
Thank you,
Watts. You're welcome. It's about damn time you asked.
Muchas gracias.
De nada.
I don't speak none of that Spanish.
So yeah. So
arigato.
Damn.
Stop.
Yeah, Japanese.
When's Japanese Appreciation History Month?
All year round, baby.
That was $5 ago. You missed it bad.
But anyways, yeah, we're gonna go and get out of here. Thank you once again, Mrs5oooWatts, for showing up, and make sure you guys tune in next week because we're gonna have somebody that's black as a guest.
And go check out her channel, y'all. If y'all aren't already subscribed, go check it out. She's got some really good content, and she sings.
Oh yeah, we didn't even get to that. A lot of people.
Oh, too late. What is it?
Did we just ruin it? Did we just ruin the surprise? Never mind.
You guys just fucked me.
Anyways, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here.
Before we let anything else leak out.
See you then.
It's your boy Jay Nuck, and I'm here to stay, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Remember that. Yeah.
We out.
All the way around. I made it. We're good. Peace.
Are we good?
We're good.
We're good.